Hey everyone, welcome to the Checker Chat. I'm Justin,
Blake.
and we are back here after a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Chicagoland,
The greatest
killer,
track with Chicago in the name.
yes, killer race. Don't talk to me about the U.S. men's national team because I am angry and embarrassed.
Let's go France.
Yes, let's go
Sure.
France. Let's go. I want to see a France-Norway final. Like,
Yeah.
so bad. But anyways, this is a NASCAR podcast. We made y'all listen to enough about soccer last week. But yeah, no, great weekend, great
Yeah.
race.
Two great races.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Little bitter on the O'Reilly's race, but
yeah,
oh well.
just the fact of that race starting so late was
Yeah.
wild to me. But anyways, so we've got some news tonight. No penalties for SVG and Hill after Chicagoland, but they will have a meeting with NASCAR on Saturday in Atlanta because, the radio afterwards had me in tears. He called him Van Guggenheimer or something like
however you
that.
pronounce
However
his
you
last
pronounce
name.
his last
Yeah.
name. That,
Love or hate the guy. That's an all-time clip
yeah,
right there.
no, that's hilarious. And it's like, good and well he knows his last name.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, that was definitely not I'm not saying it was on purpose because I don't.
No, because if you go back and listen to Austin Hill's radio, the spotter's telling him about how much more brake he's using than everybody else and like backing the corners up, and Austin was
Mhm.
like, "Leave me alone." And literally the next corner he gets wrecked.
Yeah,
Like
it's
uh,
always funny whenever
when
the
when
rivalries find each other like that.
that and like when it's somebody like Austin Hill and they get wrecked and then they're crying, "Oh my God, he did it on purpose. That should be a penalty." But like we don't remember Indy and the road course and every
Yeah,
other situation that you've ever been in. And
yeah, all of that crap.
yeah, I mean, but I will say with them also not doing a penalty for Zane Smith taking out Hocevar, I'm here for it. Let the drivers have at it a little bit within
Yeah.
reason.
Mhm.
No penalty is fine. And I mean, Austin Hill came up under caution and ran smack dab in the side of the 97 car.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we're not going to give penalties out for that and we're just going to sit them down and talk, maybe we see something at Atlanta. Maybe we see something at North Wilkesboro. Like,
Yeah. Ooh, North Wilkesboro, that'd be.
I mean, they're both going to be running pretty bad at North
I mean, that's
Wilkesboro.
a fair
So,
point. Well, also, I mean,
Atlanta, they'll be up front.
yeah, that's true. You have a point there. They might wreck the entire field from at some point. Yay.
Yay.
Is
The patented Atlanta big one of
yeah.
25 to 30 cars.
Yeah, where
I mean, you can't escape a wreck there.
no. I mean, especially if it happens from first or the top 5. I mean, there's not much. I mean, as long as it takes out Joey Logano, I'm so fine with it.
And Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, true.
And Ty Gibbs.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
And, no, I'm just kidding.
Who were you gonna say
I was
after Chase Elliott?
Okay.
I'm messing with you. That's
He's
a
normally
joke.
in front of those at Atlanta
Oh yeah, true. Sometimes he is.
most of the time.
Most of the time.
We'll get into that more
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. Brad Keselowski says that success comes more from the OEMs now than from the crew chiefs and engineers, and gives credit to Toyota for leading the charge and says everyone else has to pick it up.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a spec car. So, like, every Ford is essentially the same. Every Chevy is essentially the same. Every Toyota is essentially the same. So, and the rule book's already as, like, tight as it is. What can you do so different on your car than the next car that's going to, like,
Yeah.
it really comes down to how is the car made.
Yeah. No, definitely.
But he also kind of talked about how Toyota is, like, as a whole working together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, yeah, you still have like your A tier teams or like A teams or whatever they call it, where
Mhm.
it's 2311 Joe Gibbs, but Legacy's like kind of right there with them now.
Yeah.
Like they all three, I feel like share information across good.
Yeah.
And Chevy's a little different because like you have Colleague that gets no OEM support anymore, which they knew was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's understandable, but like other than what is it? I think Spire has the Hendrick like alignment where
Yeah.
they pay Penske and Wood Brothers are the same team pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
but they're not really working with RFK like that. Rick Ware is kind of on their own island. Like,
Yeah.
RCR and Hendrick definitely do not collaborate. Like,
Yeah. It's definitely like,
Toyota's just adapted to the new age of NASCAR a lot better than the others.
yeah, 100%.
Which makes sense because they're the newest OEM in. So, like, yeah.
Makes sense. Let's see. So, Cletus McFarland confirms that Talladega will be the Talladega Truck Race will be his last race of the year. I hope to see him back next year.
Yeah. Basically, all I took from that is like we all kind of knew that was his last race of the year, but I think that just confirms that they're not going to grant him any sort of O'Reilly's race at a big super speedway track this year.
Yeah.
Wish we could have seen him in Atlanta.
Yeah. That would have been sick.
Yeah.
So NASCAR is in talks to bring back the Chicago Street Course next year. Why?
Yeah. So I've seen they're actively in talks with the city of Chicago on it.
Mm-hmm. I've heard Labor Day be pitched around.
If they take the Coke 600 off of Labor Day weekend for that,
sorry, Memorial Day.
Or I meant Memorial Day.
Or no,
that's what I
Labor Day.
It would be Memorial Day. I've seen
whatever the fall one is.
I've seen Memorial Day once. So if they take that from Charlotte, shame on you. That is the Coke 600.
Yeah.
That is Motorsports Christmas. Do not
F1 is already messed with that, but they put
a better race in, arguably. But they took away from the history of it.
Yeah.
Labor Day, you're kind of pushing towards the chase because that's normally the Southern 500.
Yeah, let me double check that.
But I've also seen where they're talking about, just because we bring the street course back next year doesn't mean we're going to get rid of Chicagoland. Pick one, and pick Chicagoland, because I just don't get, with how much money they've came out and openly said that they lost on Chicago, why they want to go back.
Yeah,
you've already had 3 years there to establish a bigger fan base out in that area, and then you went to Chicagoland and had a sellout, and you had a good race. You had good racing all weekend. Just leave it, please. This car does so much better on a 1.5 miles than it does road courses.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And if you're going to do a street course, go to St. Pete. I don't know, go to Long Beach. Go to an IndyCar street course, like a purpose-built street course. Don't go to the one that we throw up in Chicago that doesn't really work like that. That's all 90-degree.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to see if I can find where I saw a date that they actually were.
I saw a lot of rumors. I don't remember seeing anything that felt like, they're pushing to get this exact date.
Yeah, it may have been on the teardown.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly, but either way.
Hopefully it's just a relevant issue and we don't go back and
yeah.
I mean, NASCAR. We've been good. We've been listening to our fans. Why now is this your hill that you want to die on?
Yeah. The thing is, if you take away Chicagoland after pushing so much for y'all better buy tickets, you better do this and that, it's almost like you just being it's like the fish, fishing, you almost had it,
gotta be quicker than that.
Gotta be quicker than that. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
And I've seen where some people are like, they're not going to do it because they're already sending out the renewal emails for your tickets, but that doesn't mean that Chicagoland is 100% coming back next year, because they did renewals for the street course from what I heard and what I've read. Mm-hmm. They just because there's a renewal out doesn't mean that they're for sure going back.
Yeah,
but they need to.
Yeah,
that's a track that is coming off of a good race weekend, that's been around for a while, that you put some effort in to bring that track back and in good racing condition.
Yeah. And I want to say that they're putting in another $5 million into it or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, we don't need 2 races in that close proximity in that market.
Yeah.
if we want more in what, like the central north,
Midwest.
like Midwest, like are there more tracks out there?
Could we
You want to
could we build
a
a
track
track?
out
Yeah.
there? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
you have Kansas.
yeah. It's not terribly far.
There is Kentucky still out there.
Yeah.
That could be brought back. Like,
That's true.
And we're just going to go back to Chicago, the streets that not really anybody wants.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Apparently there was a lot of people at the race who like didn't go to the street course, but they went to this.
Interesting.
So, if that tells you anything.
Yeah. That's kind of all I got on that.
Yeah. So, last thing on news is that Chase Elliott will run the Spire 7 truck at North Wilkesboro.
Yippee!
Let's go. I don't
win.
Yeah, I don't know who all is on that entry list. I mean, obviously it's probably not been put out yet officially.
That'll be a good weekend. They have the the Cars Tour there also. So Chase is running triple duty. He's going to run in the Cars Tour, he's going to run in the truck, and he's going to run in Cup.
Okay.
They will not have O'Reilly there.
Yeah. Yeah. Him running in Cars Tour will be fun.
Yeah. I think he has a better shot at winning the truck race than he does the Cars Tour race.
I also agree with that. But yeah. Anything else on news, or we good on that?
Yeah. So starting off with O'Reilly's race this weekend, weather did impact the weekend pretty heavily for the O'Reilly series. Luckily, did not really do anything for the Cup series.
Yeah.
So practice was rained out, and then they decided, well, we could get qualifying in, but these cars haven't been on the track in so long. And I'm assuming it was probably a collaborative effort of what would you rather have, one lap of qualifying or practice. So then they canceled qualifying and then replaced it with practice. Ultimately, the race was then delayed for over 4.5 hours from rain. So once it finally began, stage 1, lap 1. Zilich and Cruz lead the field to green, with Zilich getting the lead. Then 10 laps in, Zilich has a 2.5-second lead. By lap 18, Taylor Gray is your biggest mover. He is up 13. Yeah, he's up 13 spots from up to 12th from 25th. I worded that very weird. Lap 23, now Zilich leads by 4.2 seconds, and then we fast forward all the way to lap 45. Zilich wins stage 1, followed by Jesse Love, Corey Day, Chase Elliott, and Sheldon Creed. And then, under the yellow flag in between stage 1 and stage 2, Zilich stops on the apron in turn 2, reporting he's lost fuel pressure. Basically, he ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Somehow. And then Chase Elliott is able to win the race off pit road. So then lap 54, the restart is Elliott and Love on the front row, leading the field to green. Elliott's able to get away with the lead. And then by lap 60, Zilich, who restarted 25th, is now all the way back up to 13th. Lap 66, Elliott has a 2-second lead over Love. And then fast forward lap 90, Chase Elliott wins stage 2, followed by Jesse Love, Taylor Gray, Justin Allgaier, and Sam Mayer. And I believe that was Chase's second ever stage win in the O'Reilly series. Also, he wasn't a full-time driver when they implemented stages.
Yeah.
Not a chase sexual. Not a chase sexual. Just saying.
Just saying.
But it was his second ever stage win, and the other one was 2018 Daytona. He seemed to enjoy it and have a lot of fun because they talked about on the broadcast how he told the crew chief, Marty Lindley, and I think Dale Jr. too, man, I need to go back to Mr. H and see about getting signed up for a few more of these next year. These cars are fun.
I'd love to see it.
I do too, because obviously I'm a fan of all NASCAR, and the Cup Series is still the Cup Series. However, the O'Reilly's just feels more retro NASCAR.
Yeah.
Feels more, I guess, pure and nostalgic. So why not? Let's see Chase run more on Saturday.
Yeah.
As long as it's not again next year at the expense of one full-time driver who deserves to be in a car all year getting bounced around car to car, team to team.
Yeah. Agreed on that.
I get it. I get both sides of it, but let's have one number at Junior Motorsports that is just the open car, the all-star car.
Yeah.
Let's not
cycle out.
Yeah, I mean, in road courses, I get you want SVG and you want Zillage because you want to win, but like if the people can have the sponsorship, because it's obvious that other than like Brant and Pilot, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that a lot of the sponsors are junior motorsport sponsors, not sponsors of the drivers, because they go from the 1 car to the 9 car to
Yeah.
like they get rotated around.
Mhm.
So you would think we could put a full season together for some of these guys.
Definitely.
But anyway, with that being said, we're gonna go on to stage 3, lap 100. Taylor Gray and Jesse Love lead the field to green. Love gets the lead. By lap 103, Elliott passes Love for the lead. They continue to trade the lead until lap 105, where Elliott is able to clear and keep the lead. Lap 110, Taylor Gray is able to pass for the lead. And then here we go. Lap 133, Connor Zillage blows a right rear tire on the backstretch while running 6th. He cannot escape his bad luck, even if he goes down to the series where he put an absolute masterclass together last year.
Yeah.
So then lap 140 on the restart, it's Taylor Gray and Brandon Jones again. They continue to battle for the lead all lap, and then on lap 141, Chase Elliott's able to clear both of them. Lap 156, Connor Zillage spins in turn 2 from 14th.
Once again.
Lap 158, all lead lap cars pit, and Ryan Sieg is able to win the race off pit road by only taking fuel. If that could have played out like in the perfect world, like the strategy really just hit, that would have been very interesting, because all he was trying to do was save his last set of stickers, because there were still enough laps left in the race that if there was another caution, everybody else was out of fresh tires. He gets fresh tires. He gets to go out there and play Superman, and
definitely.
that would have been interesting. Didn't work out like that. Lap 163, Sieg and Jones lead the field to green, with Brandon Jones being able to get away with the lead. Lap 165, Swallow spins down the backstretch after contact with his teammate, Brent Cruz, who literally did nothing wrong. It was a checkup. It was a racing deal. Lap 171, Jones and Gray again lead the field to green, and Gray is able to get away with the lead. Then lap 184, Ryan Sieg spins off turn 2 from 28th. He brings out the caution for himself. And then I feel like at that point it was just kind of a little too late.
Yeah.
Coming from that deep and being the one that just spun and brought out the caution. Lap 190, Jones and Gray lead the field to green. The battle for the lead goes 4 wide, entering turn 1, Chase Elliott being in the very high line, and then Jesse Love on the very low line. Love and Elliott both clear and are able to battle for the lead, with Chase Elliott clearing for the lead off of turn 4, at which point I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. Chase won. And it, kind of deserved it at that point. He was, he played it smart all day. He never was too aggressive. But then, I mean, kind of like they say on the broadcast, like, the pay window opens and here, like, then you get a little more bold, until the nobodies decided to wreck on lap 195. And then I knew it was all over.
Yeah.
Kyle Sieg and Patrick Staropoli make contact and spin while battling for 22nd, and then LeVar Scott and Brendan Poole also spin and get damage. Battling for 22nd with 5 laps to go. Yippee. This shocked me. This was the first overtime finish all year in the O'Reilly series, in the 20th race. That was 19 races without an overtime finish, which is the most to start a season in series history.
That's insane, considering last year we had jokes about the patented
O'Reilly's overtime or Xfinity overtime at the time. Yeah, I agree.
Like, that's insane. I did not realize that.
I think they got most of their wrecking this year out on like laps 1 through 10.
Very true.
That did seem to be a common theme this year. Is it's like lap 1
wreck.
Yeah. Lap 200, Jones and Elliott lead the field to green and battle side by side until Jones is able to clear for the lead off turn 4. And then that means that your winner was Brandon Jones. Full top 10, Chase Elliott was 2nd, Jesse Love 3rd, Brent Cruz 4th, Austin Hill in 5th, Justin Allgaier in 6th, Taylor Gray in 7th, Sam Mayer in 8th, Cole Custer in 9th, and then somehow Connor Zillage in 10th.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with all the issues Connor Zillage had, for him to still...
I mean, he's in a JRM car.
I mean, yes, and it's Connor Zillage. I know that sounds wild to say, but still, even with all the issues.
Oh, yeah. Still a great comeback and a great salvage of the day.
Yeah. Definitely.
You're making me yawn.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I started a new job this week, and not like the schedule's any different or anything, but for
It's
some
different
reason,
when you're not like in the routine of the same thing every day.
yeah, like it's and then also I've been like, ooh, yay, I can stay up a little bit later, and then I'm like,
Then you pay for it the next day. Yeah.
yeah,
You'll figure it out.
definitely. The bed is gonna hit so good tonight.
Yeah.
Gonna go to Sleepy Sleepy Town.
Yeah. After you do another podcast after this.
That's true. Yeah. If you
His comes out first, so you'll already have
True.
maybe listened to it. But if you haven't,
zip it up this week. I will be on there.
zipping it up.
Zipping it up. We will.
That was corny.
Yeah.
Sorry, Daniel.
Daniel picked the perfect guest to look ahead to Atlanta.
Yes.
He picked one of the Atlanta local boys.
The one that he won't get to hang out with all week.
Actually, you know what? I haven't told you this.
You're going Saturday?
I am going to go Saturday.
Okay.
I think. I'm basically...
Daniel, are you coming Saturday? On to the Cup Series race now. Hamlin and Larson lead the field to green to begin the race. Hamlin's able to clear for the lead. And we're off to a great start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we're not. Ricky Stenhouse gets pinched into the wall by John Hunter Nemechek on the backstretch, causing kind of a stack-up chain reaction where Ryan Preece spins. And then, in the most 2026 fashion ever, Connor Zilisch, while trying to avoid the wreck, spins and ultimately is the only one to have his day in.
Yeah. If it's going to happen to someone, it's going to happen to Mr. Connor Zilisch.
And what an awful next track to go to where you're like, I'm going to get up and I'm going to be better next. You're going to a super speedway and a fishbowl.
Yeah. Essentially.
Like,
yeah.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
We here at the Checkered Chat would like to see the Red Bull car up front.
Yeah. We would.
One of us will be there in person wanting to see it up front. I'm just going to throw subtle jabs.
I know. I deserve it. I do. It is what it is.
Who's going to bring the limes to put in the Miller Lite? We're going to be missing that aspect. I'm not pre-cutting limes to take to the racetrack to put in beer.
Never said you had to.
You just looked at me like...
I was about to say, well, in February, it'll be back in full force.
True.
Very true.
We'll be out there
Anyway, out there freezing.
Yeah, before we go.
Yep.
It's either Antarctica or like the surface of the sun, and there's no in between.
There's no in between.
So then lap 7, ultimately, let's just call this the start of the race. Let's just forget about what happened. Here's your start of the race. Hamlin and Larson lead the field to green. Have you heard that one before? Oh. Larson clears clears for the lead, and then McDowell is able to serve his penalty this time because they made it around to pit road, made it a whole lap without wrecking, and he serves his drive-through penalty for inspection failures. Lap 11, Tyler Reddick is your biggest mover since restart, up 9 spots from 15th to 6th. No shocker there. Lap 19, Mr. Long Run himself, as they started calling him on the broadcast for some reason. Denny Hamlin is able to clear Larson for the lead. Lap 32, Zane Smith drives into the corner, decides, I want to wreck Carson Hocevar, and doesn't follow Landon Castle's number one rule of being a race car driver, and that's learn how to wreck somebody without also wrecking yourself.
Yeah.
He looked like a bozo for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about our new segment. We didn't add that into the notes.
That's Bozo of the Week.
Bozo of the Week. Zane Smith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Congrats. You win. Bozo of the Week.
Here you go.
Here you go. Here's your
I
award.
forgot. I saved something about Zilisch that I think will blow people's mind. Maybe the way that it... Did I not save it? Oh, here it is. Connor Zilisch currently holds more rookie season DNFs than Danica Patrick, and we're only halfway through the season.
What a terrible stat to have. Like, god-awful.
I mean, poor guy can't catch a break.
More than Danica Patrick?
Now, I would like to say, if this just happens to be your first time ever listening, or you're ready to turn the episode off, Not saying that Danica Patrick is better than Connor Zilic.
No,
Not what's going on here.
no, we're not saying that. But
oh my God,
what a wild stat! That's insane.
Yeah, dude's cursed.
He just constantly is in a state of "Mama foo up." Like, have you seen that? Like
Yeah.
the meme of him where it's like just
I think it's
super
like, what,
blurry and pixelated.
Three Strikes Racing or whatever, where he does his like meme top 10 finish. Yeah.
No, literally.
Yeah. Lap 38, Hamlin and Larson again lead the field to green, with Larson again getting the lead, because the trend of this race, for at least the first little while, Larson has a good short run car. The Toyotas and Denny Hamlin, per usual, have good long run cars.
Yep.
Kind of the tale of the year so far. Chevy has the short run speed covered on the 1.5 miles, and Toyota has basically everything.
Everything else.
And I mean, they have
and that too.
Yeah, I mean,
all of the above.
Then we make it all the way 10 laps into this run. Lap 48, SVG gets into Austin Hill, causing him to slide up the track back into the wall. And
this is the instance that we were talking about in news where they're like, nothing, no penalties and stuff. This is also where you get the Guggenheimer.
Yeah, the Van Guggenheimer, however you pronounce his last name. Yeah. Again, I think we kind of already spoke about everything you need to on this. I honestly, like, not even the bias of I don't really care for Austin Hill and I prefer SVG. I genuinely think it was a racing deal. And I mean, Hill's coming down the track, backing the corner up, and SVG is able to drive off in the corner deeper, and they make contact, and two cars can't fit into one spot, and one's going to wreck.
Yep.
So boohoo, super speedway merchant. Welcome back to your home state.
Yeah.
Please spare us on Saturday.
Yes, please. Even
we don't have superhero Ross Chastain to wreck him this time.
Oh no.
Somebody will.
Yeah. No, after Spring Atlanta, someone will.
Yeah.
It was Spring Atlanta I was about yes, yeah. Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like, we were in person for that one. Yeah. Yep.
Sheldon Creed, the GOAT.
Yes.
First victory. Only victory still.
How wild would it be if he went back to back?
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah. So then on lap 49, all lead lap cars except for Austin Cindric, Riley Herbst, Joey Logano, and AJ Allmendinger pit. Tyler Reddick gets off pit road first after taking 2 tires, followed by Briscoe and Bell also on 2 tires. Todd Gilliland gets spun entering his pit stall after contact with Bell. Denny Hamlin also has a slow stop after having to rejack up the right side of the car to tighten the right rear wheel. So there was all your chaos and calamity, which leads us to the restart.
Something that you never would think you would ever see in your life.
The wildest front row. Austin Cindric and Riley Herbst lead the field to green, with Austin Cindric getting the lead. And he hung on to it for a minute.
Yeah.
For a whole 15 laps. Until Byron was able to clear him for the lead. Byron then goes on to win the stage, followed by Larson, Wallace, Cindric, and then Briscoe. Let's see, stage 2. So lap 89, the restart. Byron and Wallace lead the field to green. Byron clears for the lead. I mean, this is literally going to kind of turn into a rinse and repeat of stage 1, except for instead of Hamlin and Larson, it's Byron and Wallace.
Yeah.
I mean, close enough.
True.
Honestly. Then lap 92, Wallace is able to clear for the lead. Lap 93, Larson gets loose, spins off of turn 4 all by himself from third, and then gets stuck in the infield grass because it rained a lot. At which point of the race, I texted in the group chat with Daniel. I said, "World's greatest driver, everybody."
Yeah, literally.
That got no response. So I'm sorry if I pissed you off, Daniel.
I mean,
just to know, prepare yourself. When the 5 car wrecks on Sunday, you're not going to be able to hear the end of it for a good little minute.
Yeah, especially with the fact of that you're going to be there in person.
You're on my turf now.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, let's be honest, Larson does not have a good track record since the repave it.
No, not at all. I mean, I want to say
I think he's wrecked out of almost every race.
I was about to say, yeah. Like
I should have looked that up. Just me being a Larson hater and being funny for the upcoming race.
Yeah.
I know one year he took Cindric out. I know he had one of the hardest hits in the next gen era at Atlanta.
Yeah. The Briscoe and him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lap 94, Priest gets the free pass once again. Now he's back on the lead lap after falling 4 laps down from the lap 1 incident. So, I mean, hey, it only took 100 laps. Welcome back to the race, Ryan Priest.
Yeah.
And then lap 97, Larson makes it to pit road and has lost 2 laps.
Loust.
I was taking a velo
Oh,
out.
sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was texting Mal about dinner.
Yeah. You just ate a cheese sandwich.
Yes, I did eat a cheese sandwich before this, but I have to do 2 podcasts tonight. So therefore I need to have dinner at some point.
All right.
I also didn't eat lunch. So
why?
Because
Anyway,
I never bring lunch to work.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go to that nasty break room.
Just go eat in your car.
Well, I mean, to warm up.
Oh.
Either way, regardless.
Take a cold lunch meat sandwich.
True. Good point.
Take a cheese sandwich.
I could. I didn't just eat a cheese and bread. It was a pretzel bun, and it was like some kind of fancy
cold cheese straight out the fridge. Not even like a grilled cheese, like weirdo. Anyway, lap 100, Bubba Wallace and William Byron lead the field to green, and this time Wallace is able to get the lead. Lap 125, Briscoe passes Wallace for the lead. Lap 132, Tyler Reddick's luck, bad luck, I guess I should say, continued.
Yeah.
He hit something on the track. I don't know. The oil cooler left the chat.
Yeah.
That was on lap 132. He made it to pit road, and then you see the car is covered in oil. There's oil everywhere, and then 2 laps later they throw the caution for it. So it's a wonder that we didn't have somebody out there running through oil.
Yeah.
Lap 142, 17 cars take the wave around to get back on the lead lap because that caution came during the pit cycle. So lap 144, Byron and Briscoe lead the field to green. Byron's able to clear for the lead. Then we fast forward to the end of stage 2 because nothing else notable happened. Byron wins stage 2, followed by Briscoe, Hamlin, Gibbs, and Blaney. Excuse me. Lap 166, Larson gets the free pass. Lap 173, Byron and Briscoe lead the field to green. Byron's able to clear for the lead. Then lap 198, Larson gets into the wall in turn 2, but is able to continue. Again, world's greatest driver, everybody. Max Verstappen, who?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some weeks it just gets tiring piling on the guy,
Yeah. No, I agree. But
it has to be done.
Mm-hmm.
1 week, he will be our bozo of the week.
Yeah.
And it might be this week.
We'll see.
On the green flag pit cycle, Briscoe is able to pit 1 lap earlier than Byron, doing the undercut strategy. I know I probably just made some NASCAR fans upset with that one. That's F1 terminology a little more and IndyCar, but oops.
We talked about soccer for like 20 minutes last week, so I mean,
fair. He's able to get the lead by pitting earlier, undercutting him. You're cultured. You're welcome.
Thank you, deliverer of culture.
Yes.
On the checkered chat.
I'm just seasoning up the podcast here.
Yeah.
There have now been 28 lead changes, the most ever in a race at Chicagoland. Lap 226, Briscoe is leading Byron by a second. Lap 257, Bell gets past Byron for second and is running 1.4 seconds behind Briscoe. Lap 260, Hamlin was mounting a charge coming towards the front. Gonna just make us all miserable. Until he got into the wall in turn 2, running third and begins to fade. Lap 265, Bell is closed in to within 2 car lengths of Briscoe off turn 2, but Briscoe is able to hold on. And honestly, love or hate the guy, I don't know why you would hate the guy, but
yeah,
what better winner on 4th of July weekend than Chase Briscoe in the red, white, and blue Bass Pro Shops car, who gets out to start a celebration, and they're just blaring Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Stands on the car, does like a little reeling them in fishing celebration. Like,
yeah, I mean,
perfect.
Your top 10, you have 7 of the 10 are the Toyotas, and that actually is I want to say that's the most in the top 10 they've had since their first debut race. Yeah,
so Toyota has now won 12 of the 19 points paying races this season. After accounting for 7 of the top 10 finishers finishers at Chicagoland, including another 1, 2, 3 for Joe Gibbs Racing. It appears, obviously, at this point, that they are unstoppable.
Yeah, so your top 10, Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Alex Bowman.
What's a polar bear? No, I'm kidding.
No,
That was expected.
He should be in the top 5.
Especially Chicagoland.
Yeah. Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney, Ty Gibbs, Corey Heim, and Riley Herbst. Now, Riley Herbst, what's a polar bear doing in
Chicago, Joliet, Illinois?
Yeah.
So, yeah. What a weird world in which the only 2311 car that didn't finish in the top 10 was Reddick.
Yeah.
So then, I mean, that raises an interesting little argumentative debate. If he's still in the race,
is it an 8 out of 10?
Yeah,
or
is it an 8 out of 10, or is it like Riley Herbst finishes 11th? You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
and then your only Joe Gibbs car that wasn't in the top 10. No, Joe Gibbs was all in the top 10. Sorry, I misremembered what I literally just read. They had a 1, 2, 3, but Ty Gibbs was an 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, kind of what you expected out of Chicagoland. On the other, I don't really know if if many people were like, Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I mean,
it's a Toyota. It's a mile and a half. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It literally felt like, I think Hendrick is closing the gap when it comes to mile and a halves.
Yeah.
Their short run speed is good. They need to work on their long run speed more.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And that's I feel like that's the gap between them.
Yeah.
And Toyota is literally long run speed on a mile and a half right now.
Yeah.
And then if Kyle Larson cannot spin himself out.
Yes. That's another big thing too, is actually finishing the race.
Yeah. In honor of Daniel, I think we need to start like every week being like, and now this is week, I don't know, like 39 of his winless streak. This is lap 40 of his winless streak.
Yeah. Let's see if he gets a full ring in laps. He's definitely he's closing in on a road course.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else for Chicagoland, or are we ready to move on?
We're ready to move on to the greatest racing, the greatest track on the schedule at the current moment, Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Atlanta Motor Speedway.
That was good. Thank you for that.
Sorry. Let me redo that. Echopark at Atlanta, or whatever they're marketing it as now.
Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Should I just do the whole podcast? So hello. Anyways,
just put the mic in your mouth.
Just
lock in.
Yeah, time to lock in. The past next gen winners in Atlanta, 2022. William Byron, Chase Elliott. 2023, Joey Logano, William Byron. 2024, Daniel Suarez, Joey Logano. 2025, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott. And then 2026, Tyler Reddick. This is home of the track of my first NASCAR Cup Series race. And this will be a year since our highest viewed TikTok came out of Blake crying when Chase won. If you haven't seen that,
intoxicated.
Yeah, fair, valid. And I had a lot of beer thrown on me after that.
Probably $7 out of a $12 Busch Light that I don't even remember why or who bought that or why it was down there. Like, we all didn't have beer.
Yeah, no, I want to say you ran out and you went and got a Busch.
Jesus,
I don't know. I mean, we drank a lot that weekend. I remember.
I probably, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times. I will say, I off of memory did all of this, like who won, because I've been at every one of these races.
Yeah.
Other than I mixed up 2023, I put Joey in the fall, William in the spring. But while I was doing it in the car yesterday with Lily. And I can say this because I know she doesn't listen to the podcast anymore. I was like, okay, so I was like, 2022, who won the spring race? I don't know. I was like, okay, fair. You weren't there. 2022, fall race. Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there. And I was like, 2023. She's like, well, Joey Logano won the first one. That was my first race. I was like, cool, perfect. went through. I was like, oh, okay, 2024 spring. She was like, I don't know. I was like, the 3 wide finish, Daniel Suarez. She was like, I mean, I remember it, but I don't remember when that was in the timeline of Atlanta races. And I was like, fair. I said 2026 spring. She was like, I don't know. She said,
You mean 2020. Yeah, okay.
and she's like, I don't know. I was like, the most recent race there. She was like, probably Reddick. He won a lot at the beginning of the year. I was like, yeah, Reddick won missing a fender.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, yeah, I do remember that now.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm glad I don't pay for your tickets because I sure wouldn't be getting my money's worth out of it.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so some notables, 2-time winners there, Byron, Logano, and Chase.
Will we get to see our first 3-time winner on the new configuration this weekend?
Yeah, we very well could.
Yeah. I mean, should we just use that as the perfect segue into picks?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good idea. Mind you, we are in Atlanta this week, but trucks are at Lime Rock.
Correct.
So,
damn it.
Yeah, we picked the same on truck. I honestly
That's fine.
I didn't know who to pick. I was like,
I was between Honeycutt and the one I picked.
Yeah. Well, you want to go with our truck pick?
Yeah. Parker Clearman.
Yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
In a Spire truck.
Mm-hmm.
Gets it done.
Yeah.
Please.
That's who I picked also. Yeah. So
that will be happening Saturday. I'm gonna record it so I can watch it.
Yeah.
I guess Monday. Even though there's no way I won't know who won, I'm gonna be at a literal racetrack while it's going on, and I'm probably gonna try to watch some of it and keep up with it here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go, our boy Parker Kligerman. So, yeah. I guess it's a perfect race to go watch O'Reilly's in person because Kligerman won't be in the booth.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. So now we differ from here.
Yes.
My O'Reilly's pick, I went with the Super Speedway merchant himself, even though he has not shown the same amount of speed.
Right.
Austin Hill.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to say much more on that because I don't want to. What's your O'Reilly's pick?
I picked Justin Allgaier.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm watching 2 races in person this weekend. Logic out the window. Stats out the window, except for Cup. Justin Allgaier, I have not seen win since like 2020 or 2021, I believe, before they reconfigured the track. I'd like to see him win again.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I'll be front row in an Allgaier shirt.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. So my Cup pick is...
I'm shocked at this one, actually.
Yeah, but this is why I picked this. If I'm going to choose an Atlanta race to not be at...
Valid.
This guy will win. Ryan Blaney.
Yeah. Also, the argument to be had there, I thought you would have picked Hocevar. And then I would have raised you the last time that I went to a race and you didn't. Hocevar won.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm still going to go with Blaney, but that's fair. A good.
That's where my mindset was at. So we shared a very similar mindset there. You know, we were fighting over the last brain cell on that one.
Yeah. Both our brain cells were fighting for third place.
Yeah.
But yeah. So who's your Cup pick for this week?
Your back-to-back champion of the Quaker State 400. Your first 3-time winner at the new reconfiguration of Atlanta Motor Speedway, Chase Elliott.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean,
I didn't think he was going to win last year. I knew he had the car, but he fell back to like almost 10th. And then here comes like Prime Dale Jr. at Daytona, just bobbing and weaving. And,
just ripping it.
Yeah.
Did you see all the Braves hats that he's doing? Those are freaking cool.
So I don't have the Braves City Connect hat yet to go with my Acuna jersey, but one of the hats is like the City Connect hat. Yeah, it has a 9 on the side. I was already thinking about it, and then Daniel was like, "Dude, I have to get one," and I was like, "Oh my god!" What's the TikTok thing right now? The trumpets are just getting louder. Saxophones. Yeah,
keep getting louder or whatever.
They're definitely getting louder right now from my wallet.
Yeah. I could
One person I will say to keep your eye on this weekend, Alex Bowman.
Yeah.
Doesn't get the praise he deserves for Chase Elliott's win last year.
Yeah.
Arguably could have won the race last year. So
yeah.
Who knows? Let's see.
Yeah.
We'll see if they bring a Fast 48 back.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be mad at that one either.
No, I wouldn't either. That'd be cool.
Yeah, for Lily's sake.
Yeah. Even though she doesn't listen to the podcast anymore. Anyways, paint schemes.
Yeah.
You want to hit them with your favorite first? I think nobody should be surprised by this.
Again, not a Chase Sexual. Just put
Wait,
that
do
out
we
there.
want to do favorites first?
Oh.
Okay, well, let's go favorites first. We already started it that way.
That's where I thought we were going. Okay, so my favorite is Chase Elliott's Napa Children's Healthcare Designed to Drive car. Great program, delivers great paint schemes. One touch I really do love about the cars is like the kids that enter the sweepstakes and the design contest and everything for it, draw it on a piece of paper. You can see like on the paper where they you're a kid, you're coloring on a sheet of paper. You can see where like you didn't cover all of the white and there's like the little like grainy spots.
Yeah.
Like you can see that.
That's cool.
I don't know, just cool car, cool everything.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my favorite of the schemes, even though it wasn't the one that won.
Yeah.
That was a close second. But
yeah. My favorite for this week, and I feel like in Atlanta, this one takes my favorite a lot. Bubba Wallace, Columbia. These cars, Columbia just doesn't miss.
If it wasn't for it being Atlanta and having the Design to Drive car, that was easily my favorite.
Yeah. That car would just look so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I love all the colors on it. Like I said, Columbia just doesn't miss.
Yeah.
Least favorite we share, and I'm glad that we share because this car is fucking garbage. Like, my God. Like, I saw it and I was like,
where's the paint scheme?
There's no way that that's actually what it is. Like, there's no way. It's not possible. Like, anyways, I should stop with that and actually give y'all
it's William Byron's HP car.
Yeah, this looks like HP decided to copy the progressive scheme, but then like halfway do it.
I wouldn't even down
like they ran out of toner
that much.
They ran out of toner.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's an all white car with the HP logo on the hood and 2 random lines behind the 24.
Yeah, and a little HP logo on the side. That's it.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, talk about like a heater of a paint scheme with Chase and then like pure just dog water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Chase scheme's going to look really good under the lights too, the neon.
I agree. Yeah. Definitely I love neon numbers. It's so cool.
Yeah. Peak Hendrick
for sure. But yeah, reminder on talking about Peak Hendrick, I'll be on Zip It Up this week.
Go listen.
That reminds me, I should probably text Daniel and tell him that we're wrapping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, excited to have Daniel in Atlanta in Hampton this weekend.
Yeah.
Be our first time all face-to-face meeting each other.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Because it feels like we really know the guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anything else for this week? Or are we good?
I think we're good.
Cool. All right. Well, let's see if I can actually do this time.
Yes.
This has been the Checker Chat. I'm Justin.
I'm Blake.
You guys can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. This has gone a lot better than last week. Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and you can't forget about it, Audible.
There you go.
We will see you guys next week after Atlanta. And if you're at Atlanta, come say hey. Even though I won't be there, but Blake will, and I'll be on Saturday. But come say hey to us.
Yes.
Come, take a picture. Come say hey. Something. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.